So good afternoon, everyone. I just want to start by saying that for most of you, you may already know that the remains that were found in Bella's Gate, St. Catherine, on the 15th of May, 2022, it has been confirmed that it is that of my sister, Chantel Blake, that was missing on the 6th of January. I have gotten all the DMs. My family and I really appreciate the condolences. Some of them we have not yet gotten a chance to go through, but we really appreciate your kind words, your encouragement, and just being there on a whole. We really appreciate it, and Chantel would really appreciate it as well. So I want to thank you guys very much for keeping us in your prayers nonetheless, and helping us to share the word, and keeping us encouraged. It's very difficult, it is rough, and it is tough, and I've never dreamt in a million years that I would be experiencing something like this, or my family would be experiencing something like this. If people would say, like, we've been to school, and Chantel, they would say, was the quiet one. Most of the times I've gotten in trouble, it was just to protect her. And it is very sad and hurtful and painful that at this time I was not there to protect her, because she know I would. She know I would. But God. I knew the news could not have gone any other way, because I knew from the moment that I saw the clothing that it was her, because it was something that could fit. And I knew as well that it's not no coincidence that in the same community that devil is from is the same community that my sister's remains were found. It's not coincidence. I am broken into a million pieces. When Chantel and I were growing up, we have spoken about so many things. We have never spoken about death. We have never spoken about what would happen if anything were to go wrong with any of us, because it's not something that we even process for a second. I hold the Jamaica Constabulary Force accountable for not allowing us to have a body to bury. They could not have saved her life, because I know from the moment I went to the house and I spoke with Mccalla that he was lying and he did something to my sister. They could not have saved her. But what they could have done was to give us a fair investigation, a just investigation, so that we could at least have a body to bury. How do I go in a church with a skull and piece of bone? I hold the Jamaica Constabulary Force accountable for that, because Chantel does not deserve this. When I went to the house and I called the detective that was on the case, that was Detective Bailey, I called him and I said to him, there's surveillance camera at the house. Has anyone checked the cameras? They're on it, they're working on getting it. I said, has anyone questioned the children? Up until this very moment, that has not been done. This is a house where this woman lives with her children, and obviously she would have left the children at the house that moment she left and met her demise. And no one thought about checking the surveillance camera. No one thought about questioning the children. When last did you see mommy? Did mommy say anything to you? You understand me? How would you describe your mom's body language? They're smart children. They're able to answer questions like those. The excuse to that was, oh, they're minors. Of course, they're minors, but they can be questioned. And of course, you will not get the Shane's consent. However, it's a police matter that you're investigating, which means that you could get a guardian involved and you could also get his attorney involved. From Chantel went missing on the 6th of January. Shane has done absolutely nothing to help bring her back because he knows what he did. He knows what he did. The only thing he has done, he has hired a PI to prove his innocence. You could not find the time to hire a PI to prove that to prove what happened to your wife or to find or to locate your wife. But you could hire a PI to prove that you're innocent. And you could hire a lawyer to prove that you're innocent. You have never come on any platform at all to say to the media, to say to Jamaica, my wife is missing and we need your help in trying to locate where she is. Because he knew what he did. And he comes with the lame excuses because he knows that the system is going to back him. He knows that whatever he says or does, the system is going to back him. So, of course, he does not need to rehearse or to study things that he's going to come forward to say. Because, of course, he knows that the system is going to back him. Because guess what? Him have money. He's well known. And he knows people in politics. He knows ministers. Every other day you call my sister, she's going to dinner with Christopher Tufton. You understand? I've reached out to Christopher Tufton from in February. And up until now, I haven't gotten a response. Chantel is a nobody. Up until now, we have gotten no publicity as it relates to anyone coming out. We haven't gotten any statement from the DSP. No one is coming out in public saying anything to us. All the information that we have gotten is behind closed doors and information that we're searching for on our own. She is a mother of 4. And I would say 5 because Jafari does not have any other mother but Chantel. He knows no other mother but Chantel. So I would say 5. But if needs be, she's a mother of 4. And no one thought that something fishy right here. You understand me? Something not right here, so. Your wife did not come home on Thursday. You found it so much of an importance to go to the police station to make a report on Thursday that your wife is missing when you have not reached out to any other family member to ascertain if they're with her. But you found it and you took it upon yourself to go to the police station and make a report not even 24 hours after you haven't seen her. Not even 24 hours. The one person you called, you did not ask if Chantel was with them. You only stated Chantel is missing. 2 weeks after Chantel went missing, 2 days after Chantel went missing, you stated on a recording that the police has, that is on social media as well, that you're grieving. 2 days after your wife is missing, you're grieving. You also said to us, let us mourn together. 2 days after your wife is missing, you want us to mourn together. What exactly are we mourning for? Shane Mccalla, what we are mourning for? What exactly are we mourning for? The Jamaica Constabulary Force see that of no importance and no urgency. But take my word for it. If the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Mr. Fitz Bailey, and the entire CIB and MIB allow Shane Mccalla to kill my niece and nephew, you guys will be held accountable for it because that man is capable. I cannot understand why this man still have access to these children up until this very moment. Me cannot understand it. I'm refused to understand it. I need somebody to come and tell us publicly that, listen, since as the word adequate evidence is so much of a famous word and it's a good word, listen, we don't have adequate evidence to list him as a suspect, or we have adequate evidence to list him as a suspect. And let us go back to the drawing board because as far as I am concerned, we have been solving this case from day one. We have been solving this case from day one. The first time that we came public, they stated that we are compromising the case. And I say, you know what, mommy? Make we make it rest. Make we allow them to do them work. When the remains were found, I was so happy because me be like, thank you, Jesus. At least something will become of this. And all it did was to make the case stagnant. That's all it did. The case stuck. It can't go nowhere. After the remains were found, the case stagnant. Remember, I know, this is a community that this man is familiar with. You understand me? A community that her phone was also tracked the same day that she was reported missing. You understand me? And it's no coincidence. I saw the blows and I know it was my sister's blows from the moment I look at it. I knew it from the moment I set my eyes on it. And to top it all off, you understand, when I went to the Spanish Town Hospital and they took the remains out of the body bag, the tarpaulin that the body was wrapped in was nowhere to be found. And they stated that they sent back for the tarpaulin. How could you, scene of crime, how could you leave tarpaulin, something of such significance, at the scene of crime? Is it that you're not sensible enough? Is it that you're not capable enough? What is it? And trust me, I honestly believe that that was very intentional. That was very, very intentional. You could have left the remains there, because the only thing we're gonna get from the remains is to do a DNA sample from the teeth. You understand? That's the only thing that we're gonna get from the remains, because there's pretty much nothing. But you left the tarpaulin there. You understand that the entire body was wrapped in. Why? I want to ask that question. Why? What were you trying to cover up? I have never been so ashamed in my entire life. I have never been so ashamed in my entire life. Listen, I regret being a Jamaican citizen. And I will say that with no regrets. I regret being a part of this country and this population. Because if you're not from an affluent background, if you do not have status, and if you don't have money, and if you're not in a lodge, and if you're not the wrong things, nobody notice you. Nobody notice you. I said to the first set of police that was on the case, check the surveillance camera, question the children. Jafari said to me, Auntie, are the two man them come for me? I said to the police officer, ask the little pitney, what is he talking about? Up until now. Up until now. When everything started off and in the initial state, my mother and I was so worried about the children. And we said to the police officer, which is Bailey and Puddy, we are very concerned about Shane leaving the island and taking the children. They said to us that is not something for us to worry about, because his travel documents were seized and the port. What them say about the port, mommy?
There's a blockage.
There's a block at him. There's a block for him at the port. So I want to know, when we got the information that Shane Mccalla was in Newark, did he take the boat or did him fly? Which one of them? Because if you take him travel documents and you close the port, me don't like to know how him leave the country. And let me say this again. If Jamaica Constabulary Force sit down and make Shane kill my nieces and my nephew, because if you did that to their mother, what will you not do? You will be held accountable for it at the detriment of me. You will be held accountable for it. Uno too slack. Uno too corrupt. Uno too dirty. So what? Chantel not have no family. Chantel not have no family. We not have no voice. We not pay no police to do them work. Let me tell you that. We not pay no police to do them work. Me I go tell you that and say it straight.
I pay them already in my tax money. I pay taxes so then
you understand?
My tax money.
We have spent so much money on this. We have gotten a private investigator. And the private investigator could say to us that Shane have bodyguard, police bodyguard. You understand me? The same first set of police that had the case were the same set of police that was bodyguarding Shane. I remember speaking to this woman, and I'm not gonna call her name because she pretty much have never a clue. When I heard about Shane visiting a particular police bar, which is Putty Bar, you understand? Putty Bar. I said to the policewoman, "Do you know Mr. Putty?" She says, "Yes." I say, "Does he have a bar?" She said, "Yeah, he operates a bar. He owns a bar."
That's confirmation.
Yes, that is confirmation. I didn't even ask her or say anything to her about what I heard. I just wanted to know if him own a bar for you. How do you have someone that you're investigating, quote unquote, because as far as me concerned, Shane is a victim right here. How do you have someone that you are investigating sitting down in your bar drinking, bodyguarding the same person? Let me ask you a question. You don't have no mama, no sister, no auntie, no cousin. You don't have no relative. You too dirty. Nobody never did ask you to say for bring Chantel back alive to us. Because I know that Chantel dead from the moment she tell me say in left her off a whole about because I know not go so. We were not asking for you to bring her back alive. But because of no carelessness, you understand me? Because of no carelessness, we get skull and bone. When me tell my 4 niece and nephew them say no. When me tell them say no. Because of no negligence. Because of no negligence, I'm not going to sit down and wait till she and decide to commit suicide and kill me 4 nieces and nephew them. Because that man is not going to allow himself to sit in jail. He have too much ego and too much pride for that. He is not going to allow that to happen. But let me tell you this, and mark my word. If Shane Mccalla, if Uno allow Shane Mccalla to kill my nieces and my nephew them, you guys will be held accountable for it. Because Uno too neglectful. Uno too neglectful. Uno take up word for serve and protect. Uno need to put in a bracket wealthy, affluent people. Because only them the people don't protect. Only them the people that want to protect. The wealthy people them, the affluent people them, the people that want to can get a drink from. Only them the people that want to protect. Mr. Fitzbailey, I am so disappointed in you because I came to your office and you gave me your word that you will be investigating the matter personally. It is not something that you do, but you're going to ensure that you take up this case on a personal level. And quite frankly, you've done nothing. When the MID took this case, I think they have tried their best. But you see CIB and you see Matilda's corner police, and them compromise the case. They might talk about we going on social media, go compromise, and them compromise the case because they made it so difficult. All the evidence that was there, 3 months later, MID take control. If so much, don't hold me to that. You understand me? It was so difficult. There was no security footage. And as far as me concerned, Chantel is dead and the children are missing, probably dead. Because nobody can say to us, listen, we have spoken to the children and they're okay. You understand? Nobody can say that to us. Every time that we make a phone call, if we do get through, the matter is under investigation. The matter is under investigation. Shane has been treated like he's a victim. When you're the last person we see her, you understand me? You are the husband, you understand me? And your story is not adding up.
They couldn't even get him to come identify the clothes.
You could not even get him to come identify the clothes. And he's the last person that saw her. And you could not get him to do that. And yet still this man is being treated as if he's a victim. All the Jamaica Constabulary Force did need to tell we is that, like, guess what? When you take up some placard and some poster and come down here, come make up so nice and get TVJ and CVM.
I would have done that.
Because that could have been done. That could have been done.
Have vulgarness then like how they used to.
But I honestly feel like, say, if you take a word for serve and protect, that is exactly what you should be doing. I mean, I studies with water in my mouth. I regret being a Jamaican citizen. Me regret being a part of this population. Because I never pay, we couldn't pay people too. But we not support no corruption. We not support it. We not support no corruption. Uno too wicked. Uno too wicked. Uno sit down pa uno eye ass and know exactly what this man do. And instead of uno action where this man do, protect we. You understand me? Make we feel like say yes, something is being done and we're getting justice. Uno cover it up. Uno cover it up. 3 months after my sister go missing, or months after, una go buy house for go do what? Exactly what una go buy the house at this point go do? What not expect to see up there when you see a man call she and tell him say them all come and he must clear out everything? What exactly you guys expecting to see months later? Me beg you no, look on the surveillance camera. You understand me? Match timestamp. Check if this gossip is true. What time him say she leave the house? Alright, look on the surveillance camera and match what the man say. Nothing is wrong if he was proven innocent. But there was nothing done. And there could not be anybody else because Chantel don't know nobody. She and make sure say Chantel don't know anybody. Because he make sure say him depart her from the entire family. Mother and father's side. He make sure say him complete that assignment. But let me tell you something, Shane. You get it wrong. Because if you feel like you could have brainwashed Chantel into me hating her and me sitting down and accept what you do, you got it twisted. You got it twisted. You understand me? You go up Matilda's corner, police go tell them whatever you want to tell them and make report. Not even 24 hours after your claim say your wife go missing. You go up there go make report. You understand me? You not call a soul and ask them. You not hear from Shan, you not see Shan no come home, no. But you call and say Shan is missing. And you're grieving. And you're mourning. The very moment they went by the house, the same day after you left the country.
Remind me about this Saturday when you run. You know why I did run.
You understand? When I came by the house on Saturday, that was the 8th of January. When I came by the house, Mccalla and Mr. Listen, I come up there. You understand me? And I was at the house and I had to go to work. You got a phone call and you had to leave immediately. All you answered the phone and said is, me a come, me a come. Me said to the police them, check the man phone records of who that call him. Who that call him? Why him have to run? Him couldn't drop me out of the front for me get a taxi for go work. Because somebody call him. You understand me? I said to the police, check his phone records. This man about 3 different number. Check his phone records. Who him a talk to? Who is he talking to? You mean me a come, me a come. That's all he said. The phone call was not 10 seconds. And he could not drop me at the front of the scheme to get a taxi to work because he had to leave so urgently. So urgently. We sat down and he grieved with soul and he pain with heart. But we sat down and we allowed the Jamaica Constabulary Force to do them work. And they make mockery away. They made mockery of us. Because they know that they weren't doing shit. They knew that they weren't doing anything. And then take with a fool and take with a puppy show. Because what? Because what? She ain't tell you to say Chantel and the family not live so good. Because he make sure the same assignment was completed. He make sure the same assignment was completed. That's why you never like me. Because you know say a Chantel are the weak one. That's why you never like me. But always I wonder, you don't know nothing about me, but yet still you don't like me. You tell Chantel all manner of evil about me and you don't know me. But you realize, say, you have a challenge.
I'm threatened by him, man.
You have a challenge. But you get it twisted if you feel like, say, the brainwash you brainwash Chantel. I'm going to make me sit down and allow you to go scotch free. You understand me? Me disappointed in Jamaica. No one has came to us publicly and said anything. You understand me? The only time we get results is when we go up on social media or when the media is involved. Because Chantel and nobody and fear family no count because they not no money. They not no money, so fear family no count. She not a celebrity, she not an influencer, so fear what them are saying no really make no sense right here. So we're not business with where them are come with. Uno too corrupt in other country. And uno need to decide whether or not Jamaica need a justice system or they need JCF. Because I don't think right now it's necessary. Me not think it necessary. Me not think it necessary because uno no serve and protect. Me not know how in a million years me dream say me did want to be one police. Me not know how me did come off that. Uno is a wicked set of people. You understand me? Uno is a wicked set of people. And let me tell you, this case was compromised from the first set of police to have the case. And me need Fitz Bailey for Axe Bailey and Puddy White is that the security camera was not checked. White is that up until this point there's no location of where the kids are, and the kids were not questioned up to this point. 3 months later is when the real investigation, I would say, started. 3 months later.
And then couldn't do nothing about it. MID couldn't do nothing because the damage was already done.
The damage was already done. What could MID do? They tried. They tried, because when the detective from MID called me, and if that man would research his memory, I thought he was a scammer. Because I called my mother, Mr. Mummy, I don't believe the man here. Because he came and he was very empathetic. He was very empathetic. And I could not believe it. And I said to Mummy, that man is a scammer.
And when I went to
I said to him, I called a friend of mine and I said, how can I verify that a police officer is indeed a police officer? And he said to me, ask him for his badge number. So I said, is that something that you would actually give to me? And he said, yeah, he has to give it to you. And I text the police officer and I said, what is your badge number? And he gave it to me. And I sent it back to that person. And I said, this badge number look familiar. This sound like somewhere exists. And he said, yes. Because he knows persons and their badge number is very similar. I thought it was a scam because he was the only one that was empathizing.
And when you went to the office, it was the same thing, so it wasn't just not that one in the...
Exactly. And when we went to MID, they were very, very empathetic. They were very empathetic. But when you come on to Matilda's corner and CIB, that's the corruption there. And let me tell you something, one man cannot change the world. And if the head corrupt, me don't know where the foot for do. You understand me? If the head corrupt, I don't know what the foot should do. And we are not stupid. We sit down and we nod our heads and we bite with fingernail, make us feel like say we're dumb, but we're not dumb. Enough is enough. And me would have like somebody if you tell me when Shane Mccalla is gonna be listed as a prime suspect, and when me I gonna get my niece and nephew them out of that man custody. Because if the Jamaica Constabulary Force sit down and allow Shane to hurt my nieces and nephew, they will be held accountable for it. Because there are other things that they're going to be held accountable for. Like not allowing us to have a body to bury. If they had done their investigation initially, we would have gotten a body to bury. We're not paying nobody for do them work. Let me set that straight.
Pay them already.
We're not paying nobody for do them work. Because we know it's a money issue. I don't know if not but now maybe.
And we not broke more than nobody else. And not broke, we broke. We just not believe in the corruption.
So me want Mr. Fitz Bailey go back to the drawing board with the first set of police them where did have the case and ask them how much money you no get. Give back Shane money. So we can get justice. Because Chantel life matter too. Chantel life matter too. So uno go do what uno do and give back Shane money. So because Chantel life matter. You couldn't hire one team for go search for your wife. You couldn't go in your vehicle and drive couldn't go whatever for sure auntie where you left the remains. But you could have hire PI and police. And police and lawyer. And when police ready for question your papa, you come talk about say you have memory problem. You don't have memory problem yet. Me say, wall I no ask go catch fire because I'm not stopping. I am not stopping. Uno too wicked. Uno too wicked. Chantel don't deserve this.
You finish that. Make a message for the Prime Minister.
Sure, mommy. Chantel don't deserve this. We never did ask the police to boom flick pan their head and do not what they're supposed to do. All we are asking for is justice and a thorough investigation. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. And we were gonna do a protest today. But because it was sudden, and I know that there's a lot of people that would want to be a part of it, postpone it for further dates. You understand me? And we still have time to give us answers. I mean, I want nobody call my phone and come tell me no, me want it public. Same like how you can go sit down around big table and talk about we have adequate evidence. Me need it public to say, look here, we have adequate evidence that Shane is not a suspect, or we have adequate evidence that Shane is a suspect. And if Shane is not a suspect, tell me who is a suspect. Because no Chantel kill herself and make dog nyamar. So I want to know who is the suspect. I want to give Shane time to fly all about the country and all about the island. I want to give him time to fly and make him do nothing to one of my niece and nephew them. I want to allow him to do nothing to one of my niece and nephew them. Enough is enough and people tired and sick of uno. People tired and sick of uno. Uno take people life with papi show. You understand? All because uno can't get $1. All because you can't get something down the pocket. You take people life with papi show. And true people now pay, you know. You understand me? And true people now have no affluent background. And true we're no politician. And true we not go on dinner with no minister. It no matter. Chantel life no matter. But me said this already, I'm going to say it again. If the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Andrew Owens, Mr. Fitzbailey, allow Shane Mccalla. Because, listen, Horace Chang, allow Shane Mccalla to do anything to my nieces and nephew them. I've got answer to the family. Yeah. And you guys will be held accountable for it if it's the last thing I do. Because you too slack in other country. Yeah. That's why so much disaster come down here. Because I want to see them when I sacrifice people in other country for no wealth. You too sickening. Me tired. You understand me? Me tired. Chantel life matter too. She have 4 picnic when need answers. 4 picnic with them entire life damaged for the rest for as long as breath burn of them body. They will never be the same.
Josiah is only 2.
The baby is 2 years old. Good enough even not know his mother. You understand me? You have so much, but yet you have nothing. What exactly are you doing? And Mr. Pudi, why she ain't sit down at your bar when you're investigating? Why? And why you tell we say she ain't travel documents or sees when nothing go so? Why you tell we that? Can you take with you a fool?
And there's a block at the port.
And there's a block at the port. So I must fly left you then, because no boat neither. No sickening. And if me did have a way to give up my citizenship for this country, without a doubt, me no want to be a part of uno. Me no want to be a part of the population. Uno sick me. Uno only give justice to people we have money. You understand me? Uno only give justice to people we have money. You see how quick uno reach down a Clarendon? You see how quick uno reach down a Clarendon because the boy we do the act on nobody. And I know nobody no call we and say, listen, my condolences to the family. You understand me? This is what we're doing. This is not what we're doing. We have to call to get information. Nobody is coming out publicly. Nobody. Because she ain't big enough politics. When in their own PMP, my PMP, and when in their own JLP, my JLP.
And he knows somebody when knows somebody.
And he knows somebody when knows somebody when knows somebody when knows somebody. Chantel is somebody and she have family. She have family. You understand me? You come a country when we just left high school, Shane, and you come up at Ginger Ridge, and you see Chantel. You understand me?
And your sister she fool.
And your sister she fool. Come in and ask no question. Chantel, only thing Chantel good pan is the book. You understand me? Your sister she fool. Make anybody like me. I should have me. Make anybody like me. Your sister she weak, and your sister she is easily manipulated. easily manipulated and you brainwash her. You give her 4 pitney and then tell her say she not no memory.
Because she have too much pitney.
Because she have too much pitney and you give her them. And yet cuss her tell her say she not no memory. You understand me? You sick me. And listen, this no surprise me. Because Chantel probably tell you, the last time me talk to Chantel, me tell her say you go kill her. Me say, Chantel, if you not stop what you do with Shane, and if you not stop cover up for Shane, and stop make Shane control your life, he might go kill you. You understand me? Because the first thing you start do is separate her from your family because you have a plan.
First sign of abuse.
You have a plan and you have an intention.
Have an agenda.
But it not go so. It not go so. And me I give the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Horace Chang, Andrew Holness, Fitz Bailey, time to come to the family and make we know exactly what is going on and who is the main suspect. We would have liked to know that. Because me know sure say Chantel kill herself and make dog nyamar. You understand me? And if you don't have no suspect 7 months after, you no need to go quit on a job because you not capable. You not capable. Because me is not a police. And me know exactly what happened. You not capable. And I refuse to believe that you not capable. You just don't want to do it. Because the family are not advice because we're poor. Because we not going to pay you 2 times for doing the work. Lies, pan top of lies, pan top of lies. You understand me? Because you know why we feel comfortable and feel like we not do something. Lies, pan top of lies, pan top of lies. We take me for one big puppy show. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I went on Facebook and I made a post about is it that we'll not cook up with the DNA? Why the DNA taking so long? You understand me? Not even 24 hours later, we can come back with result. Early in a day, so we work overtime.
Last night.
We work overtime. Forget the DNA result. I want to smell the rat. Which one? Not even 24 hours after I went on social media asking why the DNA result taking so long. We don't have a cook up. We make sure turn off the stove and can tell with the truth. Because we work overtime. The DNA result was sitting there all along. And me would have liked somebody to tell me what was taking so long. What was taking so long? You understand me? People have to go up on social media for act out of their character for not do work, for not do on a job. You have to be forced to do on a job before people can get justice in another country. I wait for. What is it for? It's not needed then. Because if we are going to go out there and solve one a case and get justice for one a brother, sister, it don't make no sense.
You know what somebody say?
What?
They made it look like she was tired of her family. And that's the report that she didn't get stage.
Yeah.
She tired of and run away.
And let me tell you now, she and make sure God the police station go make him report because him couldn't make we make the report. Because after he made the report, he knew damn well that we could not go again and make another report. You understand me? He knew that we could not go ahead and make another report after him go make film report. Mr. The baby said to me, Auntie, are the 2 man them come for me. Me drive round the hospital them in a Kingston. Just to find out if something happened to her and she's admitted. Because me know in my head say she ain't do something to her, but me refuse to believe that she is so wicked. You understand me? Me refuse to believe that she is so wicked. And the little boy come and little boy say, Auntie, grandma, they here crying and it's 2 man then come for mommy, it's 2 man then come for mommy. And we weren't processing it at the time because everybody in them emotions and we are thinking about 1 million things and we ain't thinking straight.
Fire of the body. Social media police them and the police them
it is a shame if you know say you have to go up on social media. You cannot go into an office and speak with the person and say them have integrity. The people then will say that they are for the people, of the people.
And promise to protect.
And promise to protect and serve. You cannot leave matters. You cannot give it to them. And you cannot trust them. When they called my mother to do the DNA sample, my mother had to travel out of her parish
and pay people
for go with her because she not trust no. Me dey on road, me fear watch me back because me not trust no. Because you see when I go tell we to do this and then you see when I go set we up. Me I go see how long. Me I go sit and wait and see how long before Shane is gonna be listed and taken into custody. Because you're the last person we see her, you is her husband, and as far as me concerned, you claim to say that she was having an affair. You don't need no other reason to have him as a suspect. No other reason you don't need. Moreover, which part of the remains were found is the community that you're from. Same place where they track your phone. So me would have liked to ask the Jamaica Constabulary Force, what is the hold up? What is the hold up? I am not sure if she was well or wasn't well. That's based on what we heard. But if she was not well, it would be the perfect time for him to do what he had to do. Because Chantel is not going down without a fight. As much as how she going like she dark, she's not going down without a fight. And she go fight for her pitney them for the loss of her. Imagine how my sister cry for her life. Shane.
Dr. Shane.
Imagine how my sister beg you for the sake of her pitney them. How you feel when you're looking at pitney them face and know say you kill them mother? How you feel? And the family them where you have a back you, and the worker them where you have a back you. Me say I plead the blood of Jesus pan uno. Me say I set fire upon uno ass. I set fire upon uno too unjust and corrupt. Chantel as somebody and a break door in her body before she and take you away because is God. You understand me? Uno too sickening in another place here. Uno too sickening. Me never see a country me hate so. Me prefer go US, make them do racism against me. Me prefer that. But me can't dey amongst my own black people and this is something you are going. Them ya something you are going. As me said before, we never did ask the Jamaica Constabulary Force to give back Chantel alive because we know that not possible. We know that not possible. All we wanted was a thorough investigation. And the body. What uno no make we get because I want negligence. Because I want negligence. I want to draw on the foot. Because I know say I want a friend. I want to can't get work for do. I want to can't get money now in the pocket. So I want to drag on the foot. Because the Blake family now have nothing for go no. More than call up on the name. The Blake family now have nothing for give no. But you can't get one little stipend. You can't get one little work do. That's all that matters. I saw my sister life boil down to. Me want to ask Mr. Bailey. You said that you have adequate evidence to take Noel into custody for 13 days. So I would like to ask you, what do you have?
What has done in a 7 months?
7 months you get, and what do you have on Shane Mccalla? What do you have for 7 months? But for 13 days, because you start getting nervous because people are calling on name. You start getting nervous and say, no man, make we do something. Because name a call now. You understand me? You start getting nervous. I saw people have to get answer in another country. You understand me? People have to start calling name. Put them life in a danger before people can get answers in another corrupt place here. It is heartbreaking for no say. For no say a case as clear cut as this. This is where it revert to. This is where it revert to. This is what it revert to. A case that is so clear cut. This man depend recording a same grieve. He not have the time to carry the family member to where him drop off him wife.
Till next week.
Till next week. If I believed you for a second that you took Chantel to hold up a toll, me not left there so. But liar Shane, wicked Shane, me know said not no go so. That's why me not go down there. And you won't have the time to do that until next week. Day after police go up at your house, you fly out. Where you run for? Where you run from? Who you run from? Why are you running? The justice system has failed Chantel another time. Another time. Because that's all you do. That's what you do best. That's what you do best. You feel like them something you could have gone in America? This man is the last person that saw her. He's her husband. He's known to be abusive. And he stated that she's having an affair. What else do you need for this man to be listed as a suspect? What else? What else do you need? And now that it has been confirmed that the remains that were found in Bella's Gate, same place which part the boy come from, is that of Chantel Blake, I would like to know what is the hold up and what is the step moving forward. Is it that we still not have enough evidence?
Adequate evidence.
I would like to know. Uno is a set up. Listen, this country only belongs to animal. No human being no need for live here. Me shame of my nationality. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it again. I am ashamed of my nationality because of the justice system and the people that we have as the head and the people that we have in authority. Me shame of my citizenship of this country. What the hell is left for us to do? You understand me? It has been bad enough, so we're not gonna see her again. It is already bad enough, so we're not gonna see her again. When I hear that man say we have adequate evidence to take Noel into custody, at the mercy of God, make me not have heart attack. I buy the food and I couldn't eat the food. Come here, say, mommy, adequate evidence? Bad to bad. Them not find the girl body yet. And I hope our family gets some closure just to see him. And you have this man in a custody. You find Chantel body now. You confirm say she know. And you confirm say which party happened. The same place where the boy come from. Same place where you track him phone the same day. Me I go see how long it a go take for this brother be listed as a prime suspect and go and get into lockup. And he's in police custody. Me I go see how long that's gonna take. Another 7 months probably. Another 7 months probably. Nobody has reached out to us. Me see them big pan TV. I said we're gonna investigate. Nobody has done anything about this case publicly. Nobody. Because Chantel and nobody. She and nobody. Our family small. Them not well known. We don't really know them.
And we broke.
And we broke. We not get nothing from them, so we not go waste your time. And we not call nobody name and we not get nobody nervous. So no urgency no there on that side here. The Jamaican citizens do a better job in investigating than the JCF. Because I feel like say a JCF go lock up Noel. Are the Jamaican citizen why this man is in lockup? The JCF did nothing. And let me say this again. If Jamaica Constabulary Force, Horace Chang, Fitz Bailey, Andrew Holness sit down and allow Shane to hurt my nieces and my nephew, you will be held accountable for it. If the last thing me do, you will be held accountable for it because on too neglectful. I not drown the foot too long now. You will be held accountable because of negligence. She ain't full of too much pride. Him full of too much ego. Him now go stand up and make him and see say him go get locked up and go to prison. He have too much pride. And me I say this to Jamaica. Me I say this to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Uno sit down and make sure you hurt my nieces and my nephew. Uno sit down and wait for it to happen. Because me I go want hear what I have at this point. Me I go want hear what I have at this point. When I call Mr. Bailey, the first set of police that were on the case, when I called him and I said to him, what was it that Shane reported at the station? He said to me, what did he tell you? I gave him the first story about the lawyer office. He said that's not it. And I gave him the second story about the exit that Old Albert told. And he said, yes, that is the statement that was given. And I said to him, something is not right because why you give me 2-3 different story? You can't drop her off at 3 different places. The man said to me, say, I'm going to call me back. And when you hang up the phone with me, Shane, you're going to call.
Tell about the flyer where you met them.
Shane, you're going to call.
The missing person flyer.
If you guys were to go back and take a look at it, the first flyer I made, I put on the flyer that Chantel was last seen in the Kingston area. Because remember, this man said he took her to the lawyer's office. When I did the flyer up at the house Friday night, I showed it to him and I showed it to his father. Them look on the flyer about 2 minutes and say, yeah man, that good. So Shane, let me ask you, how comes it is that you took her to the exit at Old Albert Toll? And when I put on the flyer that she was last seen in the Kingston area, it never sparked you if you said to me, say, remember say, I never Kingston. You agreed to it and you gave me your consent to make the flyer public. And none of that not support anything. There still is not enough evidence. Madness. Every time this man open up his mouth, him talk, him sound more guilty and him sink himself. But he can't say anything because he know the system I go back him. He knows how to get out. So he can't say anything because he know that the system is going to back him. You claim to say her friend was gonna pick her up. Shane, you not leave Chantel away for nobody. You need to make Chantel come here by herself. Hello?
She her friend?
Exactly. Which friend?
See pastor.
Which friend?
See pastor.
And the pastor woman they will come talk about say Chantel tell her say if you keep the children them till she come back. You go to prison.
And hell.
Which part she tell her say she go?
On a profess Christianity on a devil.
Which part she tell her say she go? Wicked Karen? What she tell us that she go? And when me I call back your phone, girl, you not answer. But we not Christian and we not have church. Me say hellfire for burn, no. When me call your phone for talk to the children them, you tell me say them gone to church, me must call back 9 o'clock. When me call your phone 9 o'clock, you not answer. And you have never answered since. When Ashanti call you gotta talk about say we are making this work worse because you're helping the family. And Chantel said that you should stay with the kids and keep the kids until she comes back. Which part you send her? Where you send her? Which part you send her? You understand me? This is a man where weeks after his wife went missing, he might walk up and down with icky pan neck. Icky pan neck. Move out time house, gone in a different community.
Take off her name off.
Take off her name off of every Jesus Christ thing we have.
Fly out, go sell the property.
Fly out, go sell the property where they are Georgia.
We know it all.
Where urgency for? Where urgency for? And that me that like you know. Where the urgency for? You don't have no urgency if you go put a team together if you go find your wife. You don't have no urgency if you go up on no platform at all. If you mention that your wife is missing. But you have urgency if you fly go foreign if you go sell house. You have urgency if you get lawyer. And you have urgency if you get PI.
Ask him why did Mccalla turn over power of attorney to him?
And why you make she turn over power of attorney to you for the house in Georgia? What the urgency for?
You had in your agenda.
What is the urgency for? And up until now, me not understand why you have so much freedom. Why do you have so much liberty if you can travel up and down, up and down, up and down? Me would have let Jamaica Constabulary Force to make me understand that the part. When you are husband, you understand me? You are the last person we see her. You understand me? And your story is not adding up. And why Detective Bailey and Puddy lied to us, telling us that his travel documents were seized when nothing about so.
And there's a block at
the port. Lies. And Puddy, remember, you are the one that said to me that you tell Shane that he should get a lawyer.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. In preparing.
Because I know, me no understand. Why would you prepare someone like that? Because once him get a lawyer, that is it. Yeah, you cannot get through to him without his lawyer. So how is it that you are a police officer and you're gonna say to this man?
Call him on the phone, you know, not in person. Call him on the phone.
And tell him that he needs to get a lawyer.
So you're preparing him.
For what? Why? When I went to Matilda's Corner police station the Sunday, because from me leave the house the Friday, Detective Bailey not answering him phone. And surprisingly, as me leave Matilda's police corner the Sunday, him answer him phone. As a matter of fact, him call me. You understand me? I go tell me about them check hotel and them check this. You find all time for go hotel, but you couldn't check the surveillance camera where they are the house. How for intelligence you work off for? Whose intelligence are you working off? Because you don't have intelligence. If you know say you need to check the surveillance camera at the house, but you're going to drive up and down and check hotel like your book or somewhere.
But I'm investigate.
And why is Shane seen at Puddy's bar? So Puddy, you need to make me know if you don't have no bar or if you have a bar. You understand? And it has been confirmed that you have a bar. So me would like to know why it is that you are the investigator on the case and this man is seen at your bar. Why? Jamaica Constabulary Force need to lift up and make people get justice, or them want get justice and leave things to God, or go chant or do something, because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You don't need to get in a little corner and just make people know, say, look here, once you have money, come over here. Say, if you don't have money, go over there. So, based on your status, it determines the type of justice that you get in this country. Your status determines the type of justice that you get in this country. Because nobody don't need glass for say Chantel did not go missing on a normal circumstance. And anybody when was Shane Mccalla know say if Chantel went missing on a normal circumstances, he would have moved mountains. He would have moved mountains and you did absolutely nothing. And I want the police to ask you why Chantel's phone went missing and mysteriously appeared. I'm gonna leave it right there so. Why Chantel's phone went missing and mysteriously appeared and it was white. Why? And I'm gonna leave that right there. 2 weeks our phone got missing for. And when the phone mysteriously appeared, wipe, brand new. I am sick and tired of this justice system. I'm sick and tired of the people in this country where we rely on for help with and give us answers. You understand me? This is too much. It is too much. Jamaica too small for all of them stop me here go on. Jamaica too small for all of them stop me here go on. People need justice regardless of them status or them social background. People need justice. Chantel is somebody. And she's a mother of 4. She's a sister. She's a mother. She's a child. She's an auntie. She's a cousin. And she's a friend. Well, maybe to few, because trust me, she ain't no make she talk to nobody.
No, we alone our friend. It's her granddaughter.
There are persons that can witness to Shane being abusive. There was one person that commented on one of my posts stating that Chantel came to school. That was in NCU. And one was upon her body from one of the upon her body. And that not spark nobody. Because Shane can do what he does and gets away with it because he knows that the system will back him. He knows that the system will back him and he can do anything and say anything because the system has his back. So who have Fui back? Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who have Fui back? Who are going to listen to us? Who can we speak with? Who is going to be honest and just and actually do what they're called to do? And do what people vote them for do. Who? Get rid of the JLP government. This country don't need no government. Everybody need to depend on them free will. This country don't need no JCF. They don't need no government. They don't need nothing. Because it doesn't make a difference. It does not make a difference. Chantel is somebody's child. And Jamaica Constabulary Force, I will never forgive you for having us have to deal with a skull and piece of bone because of negligence. Because of negligence. And I was prepared for you guys to come and tell us that the DNA result shows that it is not her.
No,
but you realize say God is more powerful. God is more powerful. You understand me? And after I made the social media post, after I did that interview with Popeye, not even 24 hours after, his DNA results are in. Overnight, on work. Hello? Overnight on work. On sit down pan and cook it up. If see, alright then, them not ask about it, them can't bother. Alright, I could tell them this. You're sick.
And them did right, but I fix barely give them away.
You're sick. Because there's more than adequate evidence to have Shane Mccalla in custody.
And that wake we up.
And I say when me hear the word adequate evidence, I say the mercy of God. Because all we based on full understanding, the only thing while Shane in custody is because there's nobody. So I would like to know, now that there's a body, well, there's some remains, I would like to know what is the hold up. But I said this already, I'm going to say it again. If the Jamaica Constabulary Force allow Shane to make anything happen to my nieces and my nephew, you will be held accountable for it. Because of negligence. The first 48 hours of a missing person is the most vital part of a missing person case. And in the first 48 hours, when you sit down and drag on the foot, ain't doing crap. Ain't doing crap. 3 months after, you know what MID for go do. You know what MID for go do what only God can do.
Clean up them dirty work.
You understand? You know what MID for go do only what God can do. 3 months later. If you had done your job in the initial state, CIB, Matilda's police corner, we would not be dealing with the MID. Their help would not be needed. It would not be necessary.
Maybe DNA was hard to get because it's just skull and bones. Miss, they took my DNA. They know. They took my DNA and take remains from the bone marrow. Never hard to do. DNA just need bone marrow. That's what they took. Bone marrow from the bone and dig up my mouth.
Or you use the dental.
I don't know what they must say about DNA hard to find because
that's the easiest thing to get a DNA, dental records. You understand me? And listen, it is no coincidence again, because obviously it'll be a coincidence. It is no coincidence again that after I made that post on social media, after I did that interview, not even 24 hours later, surprisingly, the DNA result is in. It is no coincidence. You have it sit down for a long time. I try cook up one hotel. We are not try wait for the right time, but to realize that God bigger than this. God bigger than Uno. And him know say we couldn't take that the news. Cause me know me I got dead. Any all me did hear say that remains was not my sister. Me a dead same place. Me not ask. Because at square one we gone back and I could not take it. I could not do it. Uno fail with big time. Uno fail with big time. Because this could have been done with a long time ago. This could have been done with a long time ago. And every day me sit down and me think about Jadane, Josiah, Jada, Jaycia. It pain me heart because me know that the kids are in danger. And the only person when I see that are the JCF. The only people that saw that the children were not in danger is the JCF. And we have no idea where the kids are up to this point. Up to this point, no idea where the children are. And nobody can tell us where the children are. If they had questioned the kids in the initial state, you understand me? Nobody has to go interrogate the poor pitney them. All I'm saying is the children are very innocent and they're not gonna lie and they cannot outsmart a police. Ask them, when last did you see mommy? Did mommy say anything to you? Did mommy pack anything? Who did mommy leave the house with?
What did she say when she was leaving?
What did she say when she was leaving? Who did she leave with? Very important, and I know that's not done.
And basic.
And to top it all off, I said to Bailey and Putty, check the surveillance camera. When I called Bailey and I said to him, has anyone tracked her device? Has anyone picked up any satellite on his phone? You know what this man said to me? One papi shrimp take me for? I'm right here, Saturday. Him said this to me. This would have been the 8th. Are some mommy?
Yeah. Yeah, man. 6.
The 8th.
Yeah.
Are one of them days there?
Yeah, man. Saturday the 8th. The 6 I went to report her missing Thursday.
He said to me that he's refreshing his email, waiting on the result from the tracking of her device. And you know damn well nothing no go so. You know damn well nothing like that. And you tell me say you're sitting down, refreshing your email, waiting on the result for the tracking of her device when you know nothing no go so. What else do you need? What else do you need? Like, what else do you guys need? She and a roam streets. You understand me? Him a change out name out of everything. You understand me? Him a fly out. Him a sell out. Him have all of them the freedom there. All of them the freedom there. And right now, if Mccalla and ask the Jamaica Constabulary Force where Shane Mccalla, they don't know. But yet still they have an eye on him.
They say they can't take when traveling documents, but they have, what is something name on him? And that just mean eye?
Yeah, they have an eye on him.
But we have to tell him when time in a New York airport.
And we have to call them, tell them to him the New York. But they have an eye on him.
The eye must be not big enough.
What do you want to make? You want some food?
They have an eye on him.
You know, give me a picture, but give me light.
You understand? They have an eye on him. And if I call them right now and ask them, where is Shane? Where are the children? They don't know. They cannot answer the question as a matter of fact. Is if I'm me alone, me I go out at CIB, and I go with my poster them, and I go with my placard, and I go ask the question them, because I need somebody to answer me, I need somebody to answer me publicly. Because me would have like to know if Chantel or not somebody. If fear life don't matter to nobody. If true we not having money and true we not pay off nobody and we not pay nobody for do them work, it no matter.
And we don't know nobody.
And we don't know nobody. It no matter. Cause we not have a voice.
Somebody saying they are foreign.
Of course him they are foreign. We know him they are foreign. He left here from the day them this day after they went by his house. He left the country.
Didn't come back.
Why did he have that freedom? Why was he given that freedom? Why was he given that freedom to leave the country? And where y'all left the country go? Your wife missing. Quote unquote in your words. Where y'all go? You send her girlfriend? Where your girlfriend go do? You not stay here man and try find her? Where your girlfriend go do? You're busy at sell house. You're busy at change out name. You're busy at change out bank account. You understand? All about you there. All about you there. Not even we not have the freedom where you have, cause we scared.
My shopping documents suspended.
We scared. And all about you there. Because you're a victim. You are a victim. And your wife has been taken from you. And thin hair has taken her away. What is the excuse now? What is the hold up now? What is the hold up now? Gonna sick me to my stomach. Because you could have done better. Jamaica Constabulary Force, you could have been done better. The justice system could have done better. Mr. Fitzbailey, you could have done better. But because we never get no nervous. True, we never unfold no dirty days. We no business boy. But as soon as people start calling the name, and as soon as you start getting nervous at the time, they start doing the work. Because people have to force you to do the job. I don't talk about you not Christian, not pastor. Me say if God could have strike some of you. If God could have dumped some of you. But now come talk about Christian. Mr. Tough Tan, this man is close to you. I don't know if not, but now maybe. You understand me? I message you directly. And I'll know you not answer me. I'll know. Because I know that this man is your buddy. I know he's your bestie. And we are seeking assistance in speaking to this man so that we can get justice for my sister. And I'll know you not respond.
The next time you just body we did want to know? Or just a body we did look for?
There was nothing else that we were asking for a moment because we know that she dead. The only thing that could keep Chantel away from our children for a day is death. The only thing that would keep Chantel away from our children for a day is death.
Somebody said they never liked the idea of Shane marrying to Chantel in the first place. I just said, how we never even know about it.
Exactly. When Chantel get married, she ain't tell her not to tell me. She ain't tell her not to tell me. Chantel called me the morning before our wedding and tell me that she'll get married. And I was so upset and I felt so disrespected. And I said, I would never do this to you. I would never do this to you if it were me. But I hold nothing against her because I know it wasn't her doing. When Chantel tell me say she had paid the baby mother, which is Jafari mother, $1 million for left him so that he can be with her, I said to her, Chantel, do not talk to this man because he might go do you the same thing or even worse. How much money you pay the people them for kill her? How much money you pay the people them for kill her and pay the police them for shut them out and not do no work?
When we said to her,
how much money?
Remember when we said to her, say, he might go take away picking them like when take away Jafari and she said, he might go kill me?
How much money? Me tell her. You understand me? When she ain't coming at the family, come like a destruction. Destruction. Everybody apart. Destruction. Both sides. Me said to Chantel, say, Chantel, you cannot be with a man when not even one man in your family cannot give you the blessing. Me said, me can't tell her what to do, but I would not do it. And him brainwash her, him take her, and him do the first thing for capture, which is to get her pregnant. And he did it while she was in school at NCU because he knows that in order for she continue to go to school after married her. Him man a fool, you know?
Perfect agenda.
Perfect agenda him have. And then he keep on get her pregnant, get her 4 C-section she want get. Left to death. And you see him when I go cuss her, tell her say she breed up and have 4 pitney and she not no memory.
That's why she had no self-esteem.
If Chantel come on my house, she cannot stay. You understand me? She cannot stay. You call down her phone if you're not there here.
So she grudge you because she can't pack up and come up Portland like you.
Yeah. If you got Chantel, you have to ask him. You have to call him and ask him. I would like to know what else is left. What else is the JCF waiting on? And the first set of police them from CIB and Matilda's corner that had the case, only need to tell we what was the problem. Why is it that we never deserve justice? Because I only put we through this. If we did do no job in the first place, it would have not been so difficult.
They might ask if the marriage was legal. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't see one let paper. We don't see a picture. We never see a picture.
We don't know. All we sit down and do when we call, we're working on the matter, we're investigating the matter. Nothing. I am sick and tired of this country. And if I could left this place and I thread, me take up my pitney, I'm gonna leave. Cause it sick me. Jamaica Constabulary Force, Jamaica's justice system sick me. Cause you could have done better. And because of negligence. Wanna give me one head, skull and piece of bone because of negligence. I'm want Bailey and Puddy come tell me why it is that it never occur to Uno to go check the surveillance camera. You understand me? I need the person that will go up at the Bella's gate, go check the remains. Why Uno left the tarpaulin up there? Oh, Uno call and go to that instruction they say if left the tarpaulin up there. Oh,
is it because the tarpaulin has fingerprints?
Yeah, is it because the tarpaulin has fingerprints? Or is it because it have little blood in there and forensic can be done on it? Why?
Or it can be led back to someone's home?
What is it? Because what you take with a fool, you know? You take with for one big puppy show.
Because she'll tell them so we are dopey. Can you think we are dopey? We are financial dopey, but we have brains.
Listen, if people know Chantel when we were going to school, Chantel was a prefect. Them used to call Chantel Angel and call me
she
Devil.
She got the Portia Simpson Award when I graduate. You remember, say Portia Simpson give her the award upper Ginger Ridge Primary. You make me forget?
Yep.
Okay. And
Chantel, she not even talk. She don't even talk. You understand me? And I would like the Jamaica Constabulary Force to tell me, is it that you don't have a suspect or do you have a suspect? And if you have a suspect, who is the suspect? What is the secret? What is the secret? Because she and you could have hired PI and lawyer to prove your innocence, but you did absolutely nothing to find your wife. And you're going to tell my grandmother, boy, you're glad you come out of the family here. What you mean by that? 2 days after she went missing. You're glad she come out of the family here. All of them something that you say out of your mouth. But people can attest to. And it is of no substance. Because you can say and do anything. Because you know that the justice system will back you.
When we were in school, Chantel was the best student.
Yeah. Chantel not give problem. She not give talking.
I remember that very clear. Ginger Ridge Primary School. Yeah, she got the Portia Simpson Minister Award.
You understand? Chantel and I were inseparable. Inseparable before she meets Shane Mccalla. The very moment Chantel meets Shane, that was it between the two of us. Remember one time I went overseas and I came back. And I said I miss her to my core because I heard that she was pregnant. And I call her and I said to her, I say, I can't come look for you. You know what she said to me? She had to go ask Shane. And I was torn into a million pieces. But me realized I had to be the bigger person because none of what she was doing was her own will. None of what she was doing was her own will. So I took it upon myself to be the bigger person. Because I saw that she was manipulated, she was brainwashed, and there's a lot of things that she was forced to do. I would like to draw your attention to the fact, and I would leave it where it is after I said that. When Shane stated that someone was hacking her credit card and stole the money, and she was gonna press charges against the person. My sister sent an email to the bank stating that she is not pressing any charges against anyone. And based on my understanding, the same Thursday morning that email was sent, at the same Thursday morning, my sister, quote unquote, went missing. So you realize, say, she now press no charges and you now get back your money, but the insurance did it for you get. You understand? And it pain your soul. So because you know, say, oh, me make sure say me mash up the relationship there between the family, you know. So them I go just run with what me have to say. You got it twisted. You got it twisted. You got it twisted. When people giving reports, you go call talk about say people are informer. What do you mean people are informer? What if there's nothing to inform about? What do you mean people are informer? You move your office gone from one location to the next. Where you run for? What are you hiding from? What are you hiding from? Jamaica need a better everything. Because the people then we have in authority and the people we have in high esteem and hold in high esteem, the people then we trust to have we back are the people them we are sell we out for little or nothing.
We forgive Chantel for everything what she do. Don't she everything that Chantel has done to us, we are forgiving her. We are forgiving her, baby girl. We're not holding nothing against her because we know it wasn't her. I mean, hope Shane listen. Miss Jackie with your big church out style mouth Shane. Miss Jackie has forgiven Chantel for everything that you allow her to do to me. I have forgiven my child. That's my baby. Dirty Shane, that's my baby. You kill me pitney and me dog near me pitney drunk crow. You kill me pitney and me dog near me pitney me can't sleep at night time. Because I remember how the woman said she see flesh. I come in our yard at night time in our dog mouth. Dirty thinking Shane. You make dog near me pitney. I hope you're rotten in the head and I hope you commit suicide. That you don't have no possibility to see God. To reconcile with God. Germs. Oh, me I go bury me pitney. Oh, me I go in a parlor, go comb me pitney here and put on pretty frock on me pitney and bury me pitney Shane. After you give me skull and bone. What me I go do, burn her on top of where you torture her Shane. I hope you're rotten in hell. I hope you're rotten in hell. And I hope when you get incarcerated, you commit suicide. Because you're not feeding a prison in the germs. I want to know the Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Prime Minister, the Minister of Justice, the Assistant Commissioner, may I ask you now, If you no sleep at night time, you no think about the family of Chantel Blake. And me a beg no people, if you no can do better, no call her Mccalla.
Please.
If you no can do better, no mention the
Please.
Mccalla. Do something to me.
Please.
You understand? Me a ask Minister Wellness. Me a ask the Minister of Gender Affairs. I remember when politics are going on with me see Babsy, me I say, big up yourself, Babsy. Jesus Christ, come out to me rescue. Come out to me rescue. We need help. We desperately need help. I'm not going to sling away till she had killed me grandpitney them. Because she had happy commit suicide if I last thing him do. Me see it in my spirit from day one, say she not going to kill himself. Because he have to kill himself. You have to kill himself. She don't believe in a God, you know. When me start to Shane say, Shane, you must show tight. Shane say, me struck it. For what? She don't believe in a God. So me know say him have to commit suicide. Me ask it for now. The Honorable Prime Minister, Minister of Justice, the one after that, and the Honorable Gender Affairs Minister. Me I beg you, please help we. Help we! Me have to seek psychiatric evaluation. Because me mad. You understand? Me have to take sleep aid. Me have to take sleep aid because me can't sleep. Me I drive and when me park my car, me come out of my car run go down the road left me. Me have to stop driving. Me a law abiding citizen, so why me have to go through this and me never kill my picnic? Me ask on if you help with family. And make me see justice served. Because if she and his son are going to lock him up more kill himself. And I less work for you all away. Because trust me, we don't have no problem with Shane. Once I call him in to arrest him, he will kill himself before he reach. And we can take that to the bank because I know the guy. The guy is a coward. People that like to flaunt money are cowards. Anybody like to flaunt money are cowards. Strong people use their voice. People that flaunt money are cowards. And if Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey did their job initial stage, Shane would have confessed. Because he's a baby. Shane cries for everything. If Chantel Beck, she Shane him all. And that's why he couldn't go look on the remains. Because it would have tortured him. And Chantel was a missing person. No, she's a murder person. So I'm going to say, oh, long. We are going to take 50. And if she's not guilty, I want the relevant persons to let me know, Mrs. Gordon, he is not a suspect. He has a clear line because in alibi they match. Make me know. Because as far as me know from this investigation start, me don't hear nobody appoint nowhere else.
You know, when me sit down and me look back and me think about the whole scenario and me say, then this real? Me see them always talk about them something upon news. People always share them something upon news. But when it come at your doorstep, you have to ask God, then this real? I knew that when I went to Bella's Gate that Sunday evening and I saw the body bag with the piece of head skull and the piece of bone, me need them weak. And I knew it was Chantel. But you see, when the reality lick you, if you know, say you never did wrong. You were right all along.
And then make you look like you're stupid.
Shane, not even the 4 pitting them you couldn't use to spare her life. Why you never did just strip her? Why you never just pack her up and carry? Not even pack her up. Carry, same like how you drag her up a Colbeck for your anniversary. Make people have to say to you, say, who my people pick me.
And make sure have to jump one.
And make sure have to jump one. Why you never draw her go up a Ginger Age? Where you get her from? Why you never did just draw her go up a Ginger Age where you get her from? Make we fix her up. Make we fix her up. You get a whole person, innocent, and you give it back piece of head skull and piece of bone. And the system, they're behind you, backing you on that. Let me tell you something. Man may feel away. And let me tell you something. Me not gonna tell no lie. Me not even know how to pray because I am so upset. Me not even know the first word to say to God. But tears are a language and God understands. And me know me not have to talk because He know my heart. But Shane, you see you and your whole family and the friend them and the worker them where you have back you are back you. Me say hellfire go come up on uno. Me say una go want dead and can't dead. Una go beg God for take uno and God not take uno. Because every pain want to put this family through and them 4 pitney they through, una go feel it back to the core. Because God not sleep. You see how your friend crash and dead what there? Your best friend just crash and dead out of the blue? You see your best friend just crash and dead out the blue? Now play with God, pickney. Now play with God, pickney. And he made dead with what him know. Your friend made dead with what him know. But others are alive and know it. And let me tell you something. God go punish you for it. God go punish you for it. Things that got me to now I gotta wonder why. Because them ya water ya, them ya prayer ya, now go down in drain.
Every day for 7 months. Every single day for 7 months.
And we will continue to cry.
And pray.
Every look, me I go look on them 4 pitney there. Me I go continue to cry because Chantel not deserve this. All you did need to do is pack her up, drag her, carry her, come back up at Ginger Ridge. Make we fix her.
Remember one time I go over there in a chef and Jadine said to him, say, Daddy, you got. Make sure you not come back come cuss mommy and beat mommy no cause grandma there and grandma there. That's why he made sure he separated and made grandma was off the path. He make sure grandma not there around. Because he knew saying he couldn't do it when grandma around. And you know, want her to have it so she can call nobody. And that's the first time I abuse ladies out there. Me and beg you know, anytime you know see them I try to separate you know, from family and friends. I don't want to not have no friend. I don't want to know if you go walk. I abuse them, I abuse you know. People if you walk. Chantel went to with that school name up on John's Road. Willowdene Primary, right? Willowdene High. And she was teaching there. And she said to her, I said, Shan, when they pay this a little money, that's how you can go draw. And bring back a little girl and won't go sit down. And then they tell him, say, in just sit down and I get hand out. You wicked cocksucker. No, you're going to kill me.
Me I wonder, see.
Come kill me. I know my life in a danger, but guess what? I have some money on a Portland Credit Union where can bury me. But if me I go dead, forget justice to me pitney and my grand pitney them, I don't mind. Me only want God fix me up before no take me. Because that's my child, that's my baby. When me have Chantel and Chantel the 27th of September and me and Bev alone the day and God. And when Chantel come out and me ready to go near me KFC, Chantel was left inside. And when Chantel come out, Chantel not breathing. And God spare her, Shane, and you take her, Mr. God. God spare her. They had to run with her and put her in an incubator and do all kind of stuff with her because she wasn't breathing. And God spare her life. For 16 or 17 years, and you take my baby and kill her. You are God. You are God. But a heap up a heap up a pile of fire coal for your head. And I hope wherever you're dead today and stick in your bed and you're not dead. So what you have put me through, Shane, and cry for 7 months. Every day for 7 months. Me take pill that I don't know which pill to take. When we get paper to go to hospital and I look for the top of mental health and everybody that knows Jackie know that Jackie is well and good and in our head space. And me I feel I got mental health no shit because of you, Mr. God. I decree and declare suicide upon you, Shane. You shall commit suicide, Shane. You shall have no lot nor part with God. You shall have no reconciliation with God. I declare suicide upon you. And I hope God open the eyes of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and rescue JC and Josiah and Jadine and Jada before you commit suicide. Because I don't want you to hurt them any more than you already hurting them. And so P, I hope your memory problem come back.
Yeah.
I hope your memory problem come back because I remember say Shane did done with you. And me beg Shane to make you come back in yard. And all of a sudden you have memory problem. When the police are questioning you have memory loss, I hope your memory loss come back because you're going to need to remember some stuff.
When we ask him which part him go after him let off Chantel or Olaba, he saying go up and father go carry chicken.
And the same amount of chicken.
And the same amount of chicken was so carried down at the same amount of chicken in the fridge. A Chantel chicken when can go up there?
Yeah, it's a chicken.
Chantel chicken when can go up there? God, you see and you know say it is too much. You see and you know say it is too much.
Yes, them are demons because they love tell us to stay home, don't work. And that's the first sign of abuse. I want to be independent. I want me independence. And Chantel is way smarter than Chevelle in a book. She don't street smart, she don't suck a dopey. But she's way smarter than Chevelle in books. And can I tell you how proud I am?
Come out too late for her. Tap chat rubbish and me. Come out too late for her. Come out too late for her. At 7 friggin' months now me a chat. Where you come talk about come out too late? Listen, if you're going for good for come out for this.
When I say about come out too late?
I don't even know how. But lady, you come out too late. Come out late, too late for her. Come out too late for what? Me have a right for trust in the justice system because of that them they have to do. Come out too late for what? What you say? Come out for this. What you say? Something wrong if me sit down and I wait upon the Jamaica justice system to do what they are promised and to do what they are told to do and what they are called to do.
We give you an opportunity to prove yourself, and when you have proven failure, then we talk about failure.
Exactly.
Am I supposed to say they're not good and I haven't tried?
Exactly.
You better go wash your pussy. I'm an woman.
I don't even know. We sit down and we are wait upon the JCF to do them work. The first time we went on social media, we are compromising the case. And as far as me concerned, I barely and Puddy compromised the case. The whole of Matilda's Corner Police and the whole of CIB compromised the case. As far as me concerned. So now you come tell me about lady, you come out too late.
Remember, so we talked to Ashanti in a short order, and then when we had another interview with the other guy, the police then start dealing with it, we say we now go back on something. We gave them an opportunity to prove themselves. I never just back down on them. I want to feel safe in my country and know that I can trust the system. And that is why I didn't come out with my big old mouth. Because I trust the system. You feel like say our money couldn't spend too? You feel like say a nice couldn't make too? You feel like say we couldn't get people nervous too? We are gonna trust the justice system because of that them they have to do. And when you fail, we we talk about failure. Because me can't talk boldly with what me I say. I'm not telling no lie for nobody because I know what me I say. I know what I'm saying. So when me try you and you know work, then me I go talk. They fail me so I can talk. Me no organist. You need to go find something to do.
Me need the JCF to tell you which part she in there and which part the picnic them there and what gonna happen to my niece and my nephew them. And let me tell you this again for the 100th time. If you no sit down, pound the ass and make she and hurt my nieces and my nephew, we're not gonna be held accountable for it. Because we don't have a lot of questions to answer to. And Puddy and Bailey have to start answer them sooner or later. Let me tell you this. Because I'm going to show you say Chantel have corruption.
Anybody we know that too. The money we pay a private investigator, I know say she not put it that and bail that.
Exactly. Because they don't need more than $1,000. Because when they pull you over on road and they go give you a ticket, all them want is a drink.
Well, let's have to do something for yourself.
All them want is a drink.
Do something for yourself now.
Hungry set of people them. Low life people them.
Head. When I tell them take me out $1,000 head, I say chop off on my head. Because two of them and $1,000 alone me have.
It not take much. It does not take much.
Me see one day Shane come there and say something happened. I will have one accident.
Nobody no need to celebrate no 60th anniversary of corruption.
I demonstrate. We go demonstrate.
60th anniversary of corruption. Before so I mash you up.
Like to flaunt.
No. Before some 60th anniversary of corruption. We don't take people life for play something. You understand me? We don't take people life for nothing. We don't only see people that one can get hands out from. We don't only see the people that one can get hands out from.
Of course he has the kids. Who have them? Every time I ask the police whether police are work with me or work against me. Every police officer that I'm in dialogue with, and that has always been my concern because I can't see Chantel life again.
Yeah. We are worried about the kids then.
From the get-go.
We are worried about the kids.
When I walk in that room at that autopsy, I felt my belly but I move and I know I'm a picnic that. So I just start worrying about my 4 grand pick them when I not think they're dead. And the police said to me, they don't know as far as they know the pick them missing too.
Exactly.
So the police don't know what they need.
The police don't know what pick them they need.
I don't know Mr. Shane Mccalla so untouchable. And the email that Chantel sent me clearly says that Jada despises you. But yet still, the Jamaican government and authority allow Shane to have a child in his custody that despises him after his mother is missing. After her mother is missing. You know, taste good, you know, feel good and you know good. Mr. If they say I don't even like to see the Jamaican flag and people that knows me know say me a die at the Jamaican. Mccalla foreign and say nobody talk about my country, you're mad. Don't talk about my country and my people. No matter how they foot dirty and they crying.
But mommy, me tell you what they say, what they are me there at work and one of my friends say, come with me care the movie. And I got the movie, mommy, and I said the national anthem I play and I sit down. Me not standing up.
Mr. Chantel, I went
me not standing up.
We got the Marco Award ceremony. And that because you know say me up on board and me have to behave properly. And me say me stand up on the national anthem and sing and me say me tense, me want kaka, me want pee, me want do everything. Me die for national anthem done. Come on, because say true respect for all. And serve respect to duty call. Which one my duty call?
Serve respect to the affluent people them. The people them we have the social background and the status.
Like saying, oh Canada or oh Satan you see. And that me feel like 7 times Jamaica anthem I sing. I'm gonna stick my tongue up. Because I'm gonna make people act out of their character for justice after me pay me tax money. And pay taxes so I can pay or no. I'm gonna still make me have to come on social media and act out of my character.
I say, mommy, when me say we are going to do the protest and me think about it, I say, but after Chantel not a friend. I say, but after Chantel not have no friend. Like, this man make sure he separate Chantel from everybody. And the JCF not have no intelligence whatsoever.
Chantel friend said to me, say, mommy.
No intelligence whatsoever.
Chantel friend said, mommy. The guy said, mommy, don't feel bad. Chantel tried to reach out to you. She tried to reach out to you. She mashed up the phone one morning and said everything you talk about call the mother. Shane said to Chantel, a worthless married woman call the mother before 6 o'clock in the morning. Facebook, me and Chantel dey on the phone every morning. And we in a competition, porridge competition or breakfast competition. And me say, where you make for them picking? She said nuggets. Now me put a lettuce and tomato side of the Marco nuggets to make it spice it up and then me show her. And she said, mommy, you have to go on too much. He didn't like that. He didn't like that you told her that this married woman called her mother before 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mommy, me tell you now.
Threatened by me and Chevron, but you
me say to you say, and you can't do it nothing, Shane. You can't, let me tell you this, you can't do it nothing. You might kill Chantel, but you can't do it nothing. Let me tell you this. The blood of Jesus cover way. You can't do it nothing. And me a cramp and paralyze every plan where you have. Every plan where your demons friends them have. A cramp and paralyze and I send it back to you.
In the name of Jesus.
cramp it and paralyze it because you can't touch God people. Let me tell you this. And me a strip you off of the power where you think say you have. That's you feel like say you go walk scotch free in this. Let me tell you, me a strip you off of the power and the authority where you feel like you have. And the bucketive where you feel like you have. Because all of them have to go surrender. And me go start off with the 2 police them where you pay. I mean I ask no question. Me go start off with the 2 of them where you buy out. That's how me I go start. Because I want to know why basic things was not done in the initial state. Is it that you're not capable? Is it that you just never want to do the work? Which one? Or you were paid to do otherwise? Y'all come tell me about say you tell Shane Mccalla to get liar. Like you think say me a dopey. You feel like say me can't read and write? I mean an intelligence? Who does that? Which police do that?
You know, tell him in front time, you know, after you don't question him and get where you can get out of him. You prepare him, get a lawyer and come in.
Every time that we ask about the kids, we cannot do anything about the kids because he's their legal guardian. That is definitely understood. But no, my sister, it has been confirmed that she was murdered. You understand me? And based on my understanding and based on the millions of people in this world understanding, is only one finger pointing. So me would have liked to know how long it will take the JCF to take my niece and nephew out of this man's custody. Because if you not sit down on the backside and make sure and hurt none of my niece and nephew them, it now go so. I tell you that. Enough is enough with Uno. Enough is enough with Uno. The poor pitney them good, they traumatized. The poor pitney them good, they wonder what is going on.
Auntie and call and say, Auntie, I come over here today. Remember every day they call, Auntie, I come over here today. And grandma,
sickening.
When they see me and Chevel walking
the protest has been postponed because persons would like to be a part of it, and for some it was a very short notice because this was something that we just came about yesterday. This is giving the JCF time to make it public to let us know what is going on. And if we don't get a public response, listen to me. Chevelle and Marie Blake, I'm going to station a CIB. When I've got call NSWMA to move me from CIB. Sick and tired of you. Because when everybody else get tired, and as much as though sometimes I just feel like I just want to call it a day because me a human being. And sometimes I feel powerless. Sometimes I feel like say, nah, gone away. I mean, nobody if you help me. Because me just a talk, and then nah, gone away.
Say when you call them, somebody asking about CDA. CDA say you need an address.
CDA say I needed an address for where the kids are. I can't provide an address because I don't know where them there. I don't know where the kids are. So I could not provide an address. But I want to know what is going to be done now. You understand me? If it is that we are going to... Is it that JCF are going to waste the tea? We are going to have 5 somebody for bury. And that mean want to know.
They like when you have burial in 5s.
Because if you kill a pitney them mother, what you wouldn't do to them? What you wouldn't do to them? I'm going to say one last thing before I go. And I said this before, I'm going to say it again. If I could leave this country on a thread, I would take my child and I would leave this place.
And anybody
I have nothing.
Anybody listen and know how we can reach out to one foreign country, whether it be Cuba, Africa, America, India, Sri Lanka, Nicaragua, Honduras, anywhere that I can ask if seek asylum for me and my family, or not make we know because I don't want to be here. After my name Chantel remains, I want to be exited out of this place.
We can't allow the JCF to bring another family through this. We cannot allow the first set up, I'm not even going to say the JCF in this case, because MID is a part of the JCF. I'm going to tell you the God Almighty truth. The team try. But the first set of police them will have the case of them cause the problem. And them are going to say, we are compromising the case when all they did was to compromise the case from day one.
Tell her, man.
What else do you need? What else is there? What kind of evidence? What kind of adequate more evidence you want? You understand? What else do you need? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. And Andrew Holness, I am the head of this country. You need to answer to questions and give people justice. Not just the poor. Kind of feel like say she ain't like you.
The election run, she'll say any of you will take up your family and left you. Because you're a criminal. She ain't like you. She ain't bad when you win. Let me tell you that. A trick, she ain't trick you now.
Nobody came out to us and said anything. No condolence. Nobody came out to us and said anything because Chantel life no matter. Well, listen, I am not going to stop. And Shane, you get one thing wrong because I know so when you kill Chantel, you did feel like say we're going to jump on the bandwagon with you and say, oh, she run away. You got it so twisted. Because you don't understand the part. You see, you don't know blood? You don't understand the part where say blood thicker than water. And the moment me hear say Chantel missing, me not even remember. Me not even remember say me and I never have a good note.
He is in a cult.
Of course him in a cult. Of course him in a cult. That is why he is unstoppable. I went by the house one day and Chantel said to me, Chevel, you believe in a cult and you believe in a Obi and them wicked something there? I said, it is real, but I don't believe in it because believe kill and believe cure. And she said to me, say, sometimes I look on Shane, him look like the demons. And I said, take up yourself and go back to church and carry your pin them if him don't want to come. That's exactly what I said to her.
Where me need to go? They say Canada will take me. I went to school in Canada. Which part me need to go to Canada take me? Because as soon as me never have Chantel's skull and the 2 pieces of bone them, me don't want to be here.
Jamaica is an animal country. The place I need to be one desert island where them just send down animal down here. And people find place to go raise them family and live them good life. I be an animal need to live here. Dog, drunk, hog, pig. Be an animal for down here, so. Sick and tired of that place here. Because if you don't have money, and if you don't have status, and if you don't have the ranks, nobody no count you. Nobody no count you.
Nissian, say if it takes her after. You see it? You know?
Me look through it.
Somebody said they have
Never have I imagined in a million years say my sister. Me know say data for everybody, you know. Me know say data for everybody. But you take her Shane, 16-year-old, just come out of high school. You separate her from we. You get her pregnant 4 times. 4 C-section. And when enough wasn't enough, you take her and you go kill her, left dog for your body.
Mr. Brittany tell me, Brittany.
Your end go bitter.
Tell me, say Chantel, when Brittany asked him, say, oh, you get involved. She say, he come up at the school and he see her, because she do pre-training something. And in my contract at the school, I do, and she said, like, him encourage her to do the payroll for something. And she called him Mr. Mccalla. And he said, no, call me Shane. That is when he had the agenda. You know what, I call him Mr. Mccalla.
Yeah, they wanted us to be silent because nobody no count we. Nobody no count we. Because we not go pay up no money and we not go call out nobody out of their name, but enough is enough. I mean, not telling no lie, I was fooled. Because me did take Mr. Fitzbailey word for it when he said to me that he's going to investigate the case. It's not something that he does personally, but he's going to take this up personally. But I may never waste my time. But Chantel life matter too. And I'm gonna end by saying I will never stop. Sometimes I do get weary. Sometimes I cry so till I feel like me I got dead. Because me I wonder what Chantel do if deserve this. Nothing. Nothing. But because when I have the social background, and because when I have the money to pay them off, and because when I decide to pay them off, you understand me? There's no justice for those set of people. Because your status speaks to what justice you get in the country of Jamaica. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the prayers. Thank you for the encouraging words. Really appreciate it. I'll just keep you guys updated whatever is going on because it's only here so we get help. And the protest is still on. The Jamaica Constabulary Force have time to give us some answers, but the protest is still on. And the protest is not just for this to go public, but if it reach far and abroad. Because them sister and the people them what them under need to know say this is a place we need to pack up. This is not a just country. This is not a just country. And people when I have money and people when I have status, life matters too. A breath blood through for my body too. And a blood run through my vein.
Save the life, you know. Come on.